Now, a question that comes up a lot is talking about how you can go from Aldor to Scryers or Scryers to Aldor. Can you, in the expansion, get exalted with both? Obviously, you can only be exalted with one at any given time, but you can. If you pick the wrong one, or you decide, you want to get the early sort of power spike from, let's say, some Aldor items, but then later down the line you actually prefer the enchant, shoulder enchant from Scryers, for example, can you swap? Yes, you can, and this is how. Now, there's actually some benefits to doing this, as in the amount of gold you're going to get from doing it. And you've got to remember, these items will probably be in demand probably the whole way through the expansion for those who want to change from Aldor to Scryers or Scryers to Aldor. So it could actually just be a good farm, a good way to make gold, even if you're not actually bothered about changing from one faction to the other yourself. Now, these give 250 rep when you hand in 8. So if you're wanting to switch to Scryers, you need to get Damp Scowl Basilisk Eyes. You need to hand 8 of those in to get 250 rep. If you want to gain Aldor rep, then you need to hand in 8 Dreadfang Venom Sacks. And again, 8 of those gives 250 rep. Now, if we think about what these mobs drop, so you can think about the gold potential, what you can actually make yourself while you're switching or while you're just farming gold. The Netherweb Spider Silk drops from the Dreadfangs. So if you're trying to farm the Venom Sacks to be able to get your Aldor rep, at the same time, these spider silks, I've even made a video about these specifically, are going to net good gold because they're needed for a lot of the main big tailoring items. So that goes from your crafted tailor sets, even bags, soul shard bags, all of those need this silk. So you can make good amounts of gold from the silk whilst you're getting the sacks to gain your rep. So that's one good reason, just from the Venom Sack ones. Then if we think about the Damp Scowl Basilisks, the Blackened Basilisk, which I'll put on screen now, is your spellcaster's basic go-to food that they're going to be using. So every time you kill one of these, you've got a chance of getting the basilisk meat that you can actually then cook into these to then sell on the auction house. So again, it's a really good farm. If you was to farm for the actual eyes, for the rep, and for the meat, and then cook the meat into the food and sell the food, you could be doubling down on the amount of gold you gain here if you're not bothered about the reputation. If you are bothered about the reputation, obviously, yeah, you're going to keep the eyes yourself, cook the meat, sell the food. But each way, whichever way you decide to go, whether you're going from Aldor to Scryers or Scryers to Aldor, both of these have actually got a really high potential gold farm, as well as at the same time maybe changing your rep. Now, you need a lot of these. If you're going from exalted with one and you want to go all the way to friendly with the other, you're going to need somewhere around 170 turn-ins. I think it's actually 168, but that's about 1,344 of each one of these items. So it's a long grind going all the way from exalted. But actually, if you're only going from like friendly because you picked the wrong one, it's obviously nowhere near as many, but odds are you're probably going to get exalted with one. Then you're going to do the grind. Maybe you're just doing the grind, as I said, to make some gold to go back to the other way. But it's still going to take a good amount of time. Now, on the map, I'll just show you where you can get the Aldor ones or where you can get the Scryers ones, so you know where you actually hand the quest in, where you pick up this repeatable quest. Most of this, I mean, you can go on Wowhead and look at exactly where the best places to farm it is, but you can get these all in Terracar. So the basilisks, you can just sort of follow the ridge north of Shatraf and just run up and down and kill all the basilisks till your heart's content. Spiders you can get from where you do the elite quest over in the Bone Waste in the southwest. There's lots of spiders there that you can kill. There's also spiders that you can kill in Neverstorm. You could also kill them inside BM, so you've got no competition. Obviously, that could be a very wealthy farm. I've already mentioned that in a video about soloing the spiders in BM. You're not going to get any of the basilisks, unfortunately. The basilisk, for me personally, I would say the absolute best place to go is just outside Shatraf and just run up and down. There's plenty of places where you can get both of these if you want to have a look around. They're just the 2 places, or 3 places if you include BM, where I would go for both of these farms. But as I say, this was just a quick one, but this is how you switch from Scryer to Aldor or Aldor to Scryers. Maybe you want to get all of the quest items because there's Aldor only specific quests, there's Scryers only specific quests. Most of these revolve around Neverstorm, shutting down mana forges and stuff like that. But if you're a completionist, you might want both anyway. Again, I appreciate it was short, but I hope you found this one useful. If you did, please like, subscribe, feel free to join the channel as a member. I'm going to do a nice big shout out to all of the members at the end of the next video. So again, thank you guys for all the support, and peace out. I'll see you on the next one.